Hi everybody, welcome to Line of the Week number 112, Motif Development Using Melodic Rhythms. Before we get started, I'd like to recommend a YouTube video I came across of Gary Burton's improvisation masterclass. It explains basic concepts including thematic development, and the link is in the description. Gary Burton is a legendary teacher and player. He's had enormous impact on the jazz world, including Berklee College of Music and Pat Metheny and many, many others. As for this week's melodic rhythm, the tricky part is going to be the way our pitch memory works. The last eighth note of the measure is going to be heard going into the next chord. So if that last eighth note is an avoid note, or a non-harmonic tone that needs to be resolved, you will need to resolve it by half step or just end the line there. That can work as well. This week's line is based on the first 8 measures of Charlie Parker's tune called Confirmation. Let's start with the melodic rhythm we're working on this week. Here are the chords to the progression. The chords are F6 going to E minor 7 flat 5 to A7 to D minor to C minor 7 to F7 to B flat 7 to A minor 7 to D7 to G7 to C7. And that's the end of the A section, and then it repeats. Let's start with the chord scales that I use. C pentatonic, G melodic minor, B flat melodic minor, to F pentatonic, to B flat major, to G flat melodic minor, to F melodic minor, to G major, to E flat melodic minor, to D melodic minor, to D flat melodic minor. Here's the line with the Guitar Pro backing track I use to make sure I'm getting the notes and rhythm accurate, so that it's also an exercise not only on thematic development, melodic development, but also practicing my time. I'd like to say a few things about the line and how it's constructed and how the melodic rhythm is being developed into kind of a thematic material. Measure 1 is the motif with notes attached that agree with the harmony. And then measure 2 is the motif again. The rhythm of the motif is repeated with different notes to fit different harmony, different chords. Then measures 3 to 4, you've got motif with the same motif with an extension at the beginning of several eighth notes. Measure 5 is a fragment of the motif with just the eighth note that occurs at the same rhythmic point as the original motif, but it's resolving the G flat from the previous measure to an F. So it adds resolution and it also adds syncopation. Then measure 6 is a motif repeated again, and measures 7 to 8 comprised of the motif with an extension of eighth notes at the beginning of the motif. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.